Thanks for checking out the Rudits and Laws podcast, driven by the Ford Ranger Raptor, inspired by desert racing. Ford Ranger Raptor has been developed by the Australian design and engineering team with Ford Performance DNA for true enthusiasts.
Oh, hello on this Wednesday morning, Liz. I'm a bit concerned about Roo. He could miss a few weeks with a concussion.
What's going on?
He's walked in all banged up. What's going on?
Just another scar on the head.
This seems like every other week at the moment.
I don't know if I'm turning into a senior citizen or what I'm doing, but I've scraped my head for the third time in as many weeks.
Anyway, tell us the story later on.
I think we'll get a doctor on to do a quick assessment.
Explain what's happening.
Hey, Kids in Cars, Joe's Jokes coming up later on this morning. Limo's going to join us as well.
Going to be busy in our house this morning.
Why is that?
Well, Rosie goes to school early, so she hasn't been able to do it. So then we've got Tom and Rocco. Rocco's got cross country at 7:45.
What?
So
How far does he have to run?
3Ks. I said that's a bit long for a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
3Ks?
Yeah.
I don't go that far for holiday.
Yeah. And under 11 football, they started on the weekend. They're playing on a full-size oval.
No. Jeez, he'll sleep at night.
Don't worry, he was as
This
grumpy
generation
as
was soft. Maybe not.
3K. So I think we've got Tom live from an oval somewhere in
Bloody
South
3K.
Australia.
Rob D. Costello.
3K.
I had to give him a few tips on how to make the distance because he's a speedy one.
Yeah,
He's not a long distancer.
A couple of good rumours too coming up later on this morning. Hey, what about this thing that this week we're picking our best Showdown team ever?
Yeah, we did that on the bump yesterday.
Did it on the bump now. Loz Roo's had a crack at his.
Has he?
God, he's biased. Fair dinkum.
Oh, really?
I think he squeezed one or two poor players in. But
I got about maybe 8 out of 22, 10 out of 22.
That's not bad.
You've got some genuine stars and then they drop away.
Oh, really? Thanks for that.
Right.
Yeah. No, really nice of you. Yeah. We have got some genuine stars.
No,
But
you've
then
got
they
you've
drop
got
away.
genuine top liners that you put in.
Yeah.
But then
But why are the Crows none of they just don't drop away? They just
a bit more depth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, a bit
okay.
more depth.
All right. This is the sort of garbage I've had to put up with. Anyway.
I look forward to yours with Tim Ginniver and George Fiarchi
Let's leave it.
and Roger Delaney and Bomber
Foz.
Clifford.
Oh, of course.
Tick.
Forgot about him. He'll get in. Yeah.
Nick Stevens probably get a run.
New Hilux in stock with bonus $1,000 accessories at Peter Kittle Toyota.
Get all the news you need.
104.7 Triple M.
Hello, Adelaide.
No one knows Adelaide like these guys. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Overnight news.
Yeah, yesterday when we were doing the show, we were watching the TV screens and we saw Bonza Airlines flights had been cancelled and we thought, gee, this doesn't look good. It looked like it could be heading to going bust. Well, it's come out that they've gone into voluntary administration. The CEO sent staff an email at 3 a.m. in the morning to tell them that it was happening.
An email. Wow.
Well, yeah, I suppose he's got to do it for thousands of staff.
I know, but I don't always check my emails, you know?
Right.
I would have shown up
Do you
probably
need a personal phone call?
in
Do you?
uniform. Where is everyone?
Well, they would have done it differently for you. Like.
Bonza, not so
there's
Bonza.
someone knock on my door.
but
I
yeah,
did
it
I
doesn't
did
sound
enjoy
good.
on the news last night, one of the planes is called Shazza.
I know.
Yeah,
This
beautiful.
is the thing, like, I was really rooting for him because Shazza, I think there's one called Gaza.
Do we get royalties for that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we own that name now.
If we get royalties, they're not paying them.
So the people who own it or the money backing it, were they kind of maybe some slightly maybe
Just
questionable
interesting reading.
types? Yeah.
Interesting reading
Well,
about
one
who they
of
are.
the heavy hitters is a convicted cocaine dealer. If that puts you in that category, which it probably does. But I don't know
Fancy
if that
that.
had anything to do with the company going broke.
How are we going to get cocaine across the border? Maybe.
If we own an
If we
airline.
own the airplane.
Should be able to slip through a couple of back doors
I
there.
thought
Not
it was quite-
accusing anyone of anything,
Would have
of
thought that was
course.
profitable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's probably how they
True.
bought the
Yep.
airline in the first place.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't say that.
No.
because that might not
That's
actually
not
be
true.
right.
No.
terrible.
Media
No.
watch.
No, we're not saying that.
To the Russian oligarchs that also own it, we didn't mean it.
No.
I promise you.
In fact,
we know
what
you
are we
listen.
talking about?
No.
I just banged my head again.
I know. He's just hit his head, everyone. That's it.
What happened with the stabbing in London?
Oh, my God. Awful. Just terrible. A 14-year-old boy has been killed. A man wielding a sword attacked him in this cul-de-sac in London. And, look, other people were injured, but this young man died. So they're looking into what
what the person was thinking.
Mental health, people in society it's just dangerous.
It is very dangerous. And this person was, he's been known to the police. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Everyone who does that is just about known to police, aren't they?
But it's a total tragedy, and
Adelaide's record house prices keep going up. Now, everyone probably sits here in Adelaide and think this is happening in every other state, but ours is going up more than a majority of other states. We're either number one or number two for house price growth. It's now getting out of control. Even if you're a homeowner and you're profiting from this, you're also extremely concerned about the future and your own kids and all the negatives that come along with it. But they're saying here, if we keep going the way we're going, our house prices are going to be, our median price is going to be higher than Melbourne. I do not understand that.
No.
Why?
No.
What is driving this?
We can't build houses fast enough here, all right? And we've got immigration coming in, and there's just demand v supply,
isn't it?
But it must be. We were coming off a low base. I understand that bit that we were going to go up because we were cheap compared to everyone else. What I don't understand is how
do we go past them?
Can go past Melbourne.
Yeah,
I don't understand that at all.
No, it's a strange one. Hey, I love a good spray. Now, yesterday, Kyle and Jackie O launched their new show in Melbourne. Well, it's not their new show, but, they've gone into Melbourne.
They're syndicating now.
For the first time ever.
2 days ago.
Yep, Steve Price from the project, he's one person that won't be tuning in.
Well, Kyle, last time I mentioned you on this program, I called you a grubby buffoon. That was a compliment in hindsight. That garbage you put to air this morning, sexualised rubbish, toxic, and nobody should listen to it, and you will be a massive failure in Melbourne.
Do you think that is going to be the case, Pricey?
I do. And that bloke, by the way, Sanderland, sent me a threatening message last time I called him a grubby buffoon. Do it again, Kyle. I do note that you didn't have the guts to sit down and do an interview with me to talk about your new radio show, perhaps because you've got the intellect of a kumquat.
There you go. Do we need to upset Steve Price to get this sort of coverage?
I know.
Kumquat's dumb.
Well, they're a fruit.
Well, yeah.
So
it's not a lot going on.
Very smart.
Yeah.
It's one of the great names. That's what I know.
Steve Price and Kyle Sanderlands are. It's kind of like the two villains in a movie.
Yeah.
Darth Maul and Darth Vader going at each other.
I reckon they've done a deal with each other just to promote each other.
Keep talking each other. Talking
Nice
each other
one,
up.
I'll
Nice
say
one.
this.
Yeah.
Then you come back at me and we'll get 3 days.
Next time, call me a kiwi fruit. Yeah.
Don't call me an
Perhaps because you've got the intellect of a kumquat.
It's right at the last.
Love it. There, Roo, did you run into Cassius Clay on the way into work or something?
No.
Costa Zoo? What happened?
I might need to run into a doctor. I'm not sure if I need a doctor or just need to look into a mirror and just have a look at myself, to be honest. 3 times in probably 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks now, I've banged my head.
Yep.
And reasonably hard each time. The first time I was out in the garden, one of my kids had made a bit of a tree house, sort of not very safely, and I was throwing some wood away from underneath it because I thought if he falls out, he's going to end up bloody breaking his back on these logs. And while I was doing it, he'd broken a branch off, and my head just went straight into the branch and split my head in a spot where I'd already split it before, so there was a lot of blood there for that.
Yeah.
So I had to have a Band-Aid on my head, and I actually went to trying to get stitches. He didn't need stitches, so that was fine. Then I'm going for a nice walk with the wife. About a week later, we're just out enjoying the beautiful weather here in Adelaide in April that it is, and hanging over the fence of a house straight above a footpath. Council, maybe cut them in. I've walked straight into a branch.
No.
And cut my head open again. And Sarah goes, God, you've done it again. Can't you watch where you're walking? And I said, well, I effing was, but I just walked into it. Yeah. Anyway, so I've cut it again. And then yesterday, trying to keep a little bit fit, doing a few weights. And if anyone's ever done bench press before, if you get up from under the bar a little bit too early, you tend to bang your head on a bar that's got, what do you call the, it's abrasive section.
It's like the grip.
Yeah, the grip part. And that just gripped onto my hairless head and ripped a fair bit of skin off.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have.
right in the
And
top
as soon
part.
as I did it, I was so upset with myself. For F's sake, how many times can you bang your head in a short period of time? And I started patting my head going just to see if there was blood. And we got a bleeder! We got
There's
a
a
bleeder,
fair bit up
right?
there. Now,
It's a scab.
is there a problem? Is there something, a habit forming here?
No, I don't know if this... I don't actually don't know if it's an
neurological
early
thing.
sign of something.
I think what it
Me
is,
going pear-shaped.
Slow down.
spatial awareness.
Yeah, spatial awareness.
Well,
And
that's what
just-
I've got. Is it something to do with glasses?
Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh,
Because I do feel like when they're not sitting on properly, you do lose a little bit of...
Spatial awareness, depth perception.
yeah,
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah, it
Is it
happens to
that?
me a lot. Yeah, I whack into door. You would not believe how many doors I've whacked. I've actually had to remove certain types of door handles because they kept hooking onto my cardigans.
Well, I do that
Yeah,
too.
get hooked on doors.
rid of
I
your
changed them
cardigans.
from the hook handles to the round knobs.
Right, so
to
it might
send an
just, be,
email to
might
the
just be my
landlord.
eyes going.
Yeah, it could be that, or it just could be you're in a hurry.
I'm always in a hurry.
You're
That's
Slow
you're
down.
always in a hurry.
Slow down.
But do you find that because this has happened
That's
a few
not me.
times? You know when you stub your toe or you break your toe or something. For some reason, then you hit that toe every 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost
normal.
like things
Yeah,
happen
you're right.
when they start happening. They happen a lot,
Yeah.
and then they just stop happening all of a sudden.
So
Have you
this
thought of buying a helmet?
Yeah, I did think about that. Getting around with a little hat on.
Yeah, like who's that Melbourne
need a
player
hard
who wears
hat.
one?
Yeah, Caleb Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need like a hard hat.
We've just had a message from the producer saying you need to baby-proof Rue's house. So maybe that's what it is.
Wear
Anyway.
high vis in the gym.
I'll be
Yeah.
on Fox Footy tomorrow night with a bung head doing the crosses for the
Alright.
showdown.
Third week in a row.
Beautiful.
It's and Loz. Triple M.
Yesterday we were discussing, I don't even know how it came up, but
New Tim Tam.
the new
Oh,
Tim
the new
Tams
flavour,
out,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, you two pigs could bowl over old Packer.
Easy.
Well, yeah.
And start on a second.
What's your go-to Tim Tams? Do you like the dark chocolate? Do you like the
No,
caramel?
just the normal chocolate.
Standard.
I could eat a whole packet, no problem.
I used to be able to
What?
eat.
Yeah, easily.
I used to be able to do a whole packet of Tim Tams from Foodland to my house in Paracombe.
Oh,
It
you
was
two
it
need
was
to
a
look in the mirror.
14-minute drive.
Disgusting.
And I would pound them on the way home, so I didn't have to share them with my siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a dark time in my life, but I reckon I could still do it, but it
chocolate.
would make me sick. No, I always went for the original.
Something I admire about you now, Loz. Like you've gone up in my estimation.
I agree. When I found out that you're a chocolate man, that
Yeah.
did a lot for me.
Yeah. One of the little tricks I do is when I eat the whole family block, just eat it 1 or 2 little squares at a time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as bad.
As
yeah, I'm
bad.
just only
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah,
little bit each time.
Yeah. Break them up and put them in a bowl.
That's
That's
it.
also
In a
another
bowl.
one. In
That's
a
how
bowl.
I
It
do
makes
it.
it
What for
feel.
yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
No, well,
what.
if someone's watching,
Who?
well,
God.
anyone.
God.
Yeah, I'm just having that little bit.
You know how they say that
And then
if
another little bit.
there are certain breeds of dog, I think maybe Labrador or Golden Retriever, if they get into their kibble, they'll eat themselves to death.
Yeah.
That's a bit what I'm like with chocolate. Like, there is no limit for me. Like, I can't stop. You know, most people will have a bit and they'll go,
So you
I
got
feel
no
sick.
discipline.
It's not even about discipline. It's
What's
just,
it about then?
I don't feel sick. I don't feel the end
Can
of
I
it.
tell you another bad, crazy obsession I've got?
Yeah.
So mine's got to have nuts in it.
Okay.
Because then I'm still eating it about 5 hours later. There's
Yeah,
little
'cause it
bits
comes
of nut.
out of his tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you find a little bit of nut out of a tooth, oh my God.
The
It's
coconut,
hours later. I'm still enjoying it hours later.
This is
the
rubbish.
Whittaker's coconut
Fantastic.
chocolate. If you're out there and you're a chocolate person and you haven't had that yet, I'm going to blow your mind. It's not like a
Coconut
Bounty.
chocolate?
It doesn't taste like
Yeah.
a Bounty. The coconut's toasted within it, so it
That's
just
it.
gives this crunch.
Where do you find this stuff?
The supermarket. All of them.
Aisle 3.
Yeah, literally aisle 3. Down there on the bottom.
Coconut chocolate.
Bro, you have the
Yeah, the
coconut.
roughy.
The Whittaker's coconut slab. They sell them at pretty much all on the runs.
I don't want to find them.
Can I just go back to the Tim Tam? What have you got a best biscuit or not?
Or the Crown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kingston's?
Yeah, Kingston's and Crowns are very similar. I
Yeah,
feel.
they are. Yeah. Ice Vovos.
Don't love the ice boba. I don't like the combination of sort of fruity flavors and chocolate so much. Rue's looking at us. He is like, it's like he's so disturbed.
I am
We need to
disturbed.
start a club.
I know we
don't
do. The
Like,
chocolate
people
club.
have book week or
They have
whatever.
wine
book
clubs. Chocolate tasting. You
Yeah.
know, you can go on wine tasting
Yeah.
tours. We should do them all the chocolate factories. Hakes,
Ah,
everywhere. Fruit
Melbourne's
shops.
I like soft Anzac biscuits.
Oh, that's
chewy.
pretty good.
Don't like the hard ones.
Yeah.
No, you can't have. Oh, nothing worse. Do you have any treats that you hide around the house that are just for you?
I
Alcohol.
probably tried and hide a block of Toblerone after Easter.
Okay.
But But
Do you have to
a
hide
week or so afterwards, I just want to get rid of it.
But do
anyway.
you
I'll
hide
shit
it because
chocolate.
it'll get stolen?
Oh, yeah, the kids are freaks.
Yeah.
I'll sniff it out and smack it. And I'll come out and there'll be 4 triangles missing.
Yeah.
My ears will start having steam coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
No one, I didn't do it. No one will own up to it.
And the thing about Tim Tams and Toblerone is you can move it up and it still looks full.
Yeah.
So we would
Until
we would steal from the back.
You're in that zone where you're just looking forward to it that much with your hot cup of Milo
with
at
the
end of the night.
cuppa, and it
then
melts in the
You
mouth.
go in there and it looks like mice is eating the alfoil.
God have mercy. My grandmother, who passed away, I think I was only baby when she passed away. Aileen, her name was, Dad's mum. She had her soap like couch, the recliner chair that no one was allowed to sit in. And when my mum first came to the house, she'd just met her for the first time. She sat in Nan's chair, which was like the no. And she just put her hand down the side, and she felt all of these chocolates, or like she'd kept blocks of chocolates and treats down the side. And Aileen came in the room and just looked at Mum, and they just looked at each other, and she said, "Get out of my chair! Just don't tell anyone about the chockies," because it was a secret.
Then you can stay.
Yeah. We were talking yesterday about the fact that Ditz and I can slam a packet of Tim Tams pretty quick. And I used to do it because I didn't want to share them with my siblings.
Pretty quick. On the way from work to home, you'd eat a whole packet of Tim Tams.
Just-
I've not heard of any
oh,
behaviour
Could
like
you
that.
not talk about it in such a negative vein, really?
I know, just stop shaming.
Yeah.
No, do you know what it is? It's you
You all should be
overcome.
embarrassed
Oh,
about
I am
that.
embarrassed. I am. You know what? I am. But I think it's best to talk about these things out loud. Yeah. Holds you accountable. We've got callers on the line. They're going to tell us about their shameful things as well. And you know what? I think this is good. We're all sharing.
Therapeutic.
It's very, it's
Let's
like
head to
AA's for
Salisbury.
chocolate.
G'day, Ashley.
Hello, how are you?
Tell us
What's
what
your treat?
problem
What do you hide? What's your shameful little food?
On the Tim Tams, I hide them in plain sight from my husband. So I'll open the packet, have a couple, and then turn the packet around so it looks like it's been unopened and leave it in the fridge.
Clever.
Oh, that's
Clever.
not
Unopened.
clever. That's rorting. isn't
No,
it?
I like it. And does it work?
Yeah, because I almost got through the whole packet, and he goes, "Nah, stuff it. I'm going to open it." And he goes, "Where have they all gone?" I'm like, oh, "Too late. Sorry."
No,
He's
good
on
on
to
you,
you.
Good on you.
Ashley.
Tyson, Murray Bridge. What's yours?
We used to go to my nana's house and eat chocolate, and then we ended up going around there, couldn't find any chocolate for a while, and then she ended up passing away. And we were cleaning out the house a while later, and we were going through the fridge and had all the deli meat stuff all wrapped up still, like it had just been bought, and opened it up, and there was the chocolate.
Oh, in the, she's
Nana.
hiding it.
That's a bit sneaky.
In the
Nice.
Virginia ham wrapper.
Yeah.
That's good.
How
Very
good.
Let's go to Mawson Lakes. G'day, Shay. Where do you hide your food?
I've got to hide it at the top of the cupboard at the back with everything in front of it. I've got to get a footstool just to get it bloody down.
Yeah.
Yes.
And who are you hiding it from?
My partner, the notorious snack eater, that one.
Yeah, good on you, Shay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's head to Monopara. G'day, Matt. What are you hiding where?
I've got an assortment of mixtures of lollies and Kingstons and all sorts. I've got a dirty clothes hamper, and basically to stop the kids going and eating all the good stuff, I've got a shoebox hidden in the bottom, so then they just throw all the clothes in and think that's what it's for. But it's
Yes.
my sneaky hidey hole.
Genius.
Wow.
The
Genius,
laundry
Matt.
might be a good spot, I'm thinking. 'cause
Yeah,
the
laundry.
kids just don't go in
no,
there.
they don't. They just throw crap in and leave.
Let's go to Valley View. G'day, Linda. What are you hiding where?
Good morning, all. I hide everything in the vegetable crisper in the fridge because the children never, ever look there.
Yep.
Oh, what, a
Not-
carrot or a Toblerone?
Yep.
They won't look there.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
Yeah.
God, I love these ideas.
That's smart.
The crisp is great.
Yeah. Rumour time. We do it at this time each and every morning. Someone can win $1,000.
Yeah, they can by getting on board at 133353 or 0488851047 on the text line. We've got a bit of confirming to do.
Yeah,
Did you drop one about a well-known football identity was going to be an actor in a movie?
Have a listen to this. Let's go back to the early 1900s. Notorious gangster Squizzy Taylor.
Oh.
They're making a series about his life. Squizzy Taylor will be played in this series by an infamous AFL character. I say character now, it's on page 5 of the Advertiser today that one-time player and manager of a lot of high profile, Roos manager at one stage, Wayne Carey's manager, Gary Ablett, all the big names, Ricky Nixon. who I did not know was an actor.
He's
Didn't know
not
he
an
could
actor.
act. Now, do we know what date we dropped that rumour, by the way? It's
May
quite a while ago.
14th.
May 14th.
March 14th.
March 14th. March 14th.
It's
So
not even
quite a while ago.
May
Anyway,
14th
yeah,
yet.
it's on page 5 today that he's in training.
Rumour confirmed.
His acting career.
Odd choice.
What is going on there?
Don't know.
Why have they done that?
Don't know.
Is he like a prodigy that they've just never discovered and he's just got
It's
Meryl
not
Streep ability? And...
Different choice. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to wait and find out. We got any more, or is that it?
We've got to confirm the fact that the shoes at Live Golf were edible.
Yep. So we had this caller.
I hear there's like a certain event coming up, sporting event, where there's this beverage company distiller have made food-gradable shoes so they can put their beverage in the shoes to these people so they can do shoeies.
Ah,
there you go.
Yeah, and we saw them everywhere except in Peter Malinowski's mouth. He's the only one who knocked it back. The shark did one.
Very fair, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would do a shoey on camera.
Well, it's good enough for the shark.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's his choice.
All right. Up next, a couple of rumours on the back of what happened in Adelaide over the weekend. And by the way, get involved, as Rue said. 133353. You can win $1,000 thanks to Automasters.
Triple M's Rumour Mill, Adelaide's most listened to segment. Hear it every day at 7:40 on Roo, Dits and Loz.
Now, on the back of the weekend, everything that happened with Liv, been told an interesting bit of information coming out of it. And this is from a very, very reliable source, someone that definitely knows. Liv are branching out into other sports.
So Liv being like the overarching...
The people that
owners
own
of
golf, this
Liv,
golf tour worldwide.
Which is, are they Saudi Arabia?
They are Saudis. And Greg Norman's their front man,
Saudis?
basically. He's the CEO of it, okay?
Of Live Golf.
Oh, that's right. The organisation out of Saudi Arabia that owns it and did the big split from the PGA Golf Tour, right? So the Live concept of having teams and doing something different with golf, they are looking at other sports that involve individuals. Now, the first one you would think of has to be tennis, surely. It has to be big. Well, because you'd want it to be as big as golf, surely. International stars.
Played all over the country.
Played all over the world. And so, anyway, what we know...
Does tennis need a leg up like golf?
Look, that's a good question, and it's debatable.
I think it does.
I would argue it does.
Because tennis is profitable and never... Not that golf wasn't...
I think tennis has got a little bit of a problem. Now, to every tennis player listening this morning, please don't run off the road and go, ditch, you're an idiot, rah, rah, rah. Love tennis, great sport. But I think there's a bit of an issue with it where, as time goes on...
It goes for too long.
Correct. Some matches are now 4.5, 5 hours.
They're all baseline rallies
And
now.
if you've got matches like that back-to-back, it can be
too
hard to
much,
watch.
yeah.
So they've got to do something with it. So
Their crowds aren't down, though, are they?
No, I think
Like
Australian Open
Open's always
records every year.
chock-a-block.
So therefore...
Doesn't mean they
people
can't be up.
No, but,
if they're
but
full.
people go to the Australian Open again, like we talk about Live, because it's an event. They love the event, but can they sit
Well,
for
it's actually
5 hours
not
every
hardly
time?
anything to do with golf, Live Golf, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big event. But anyway, I find this interesting that Live are now looking at using their concept to take on other sports around
So
the
you
world.
can now throw beer on tennis players. Whoa.
It just works so well with golf because of the shotgun element. Like you've got a different sort of
Yeah.
it moves through. How would that work
Well, you
with tennis?
play on different
But that's
courts.
only one
You play
part
on
of it they
different
lost.
courts.
Yeah.
What honestly, Live Golf, what's good about it? What, they got music?
The way they've dressed it up, yeah.
Yeah, but what? They've just got music and drink and booze.
They've
That's
made it
all
more.
is, isn't
They've
it?
made
made
it
it
more
fun.
accessible
Yeah.
for people.
But how's the golf different? Just because the golf's still the golf.
Golf's still golf.
You've just got music and booze.
Well, it just goes to show that it's not really about the sport. It's about everything around the sport.
Dress it
you
up.
know? Is it accessible? Is it fun? Do people feel comfortable going and
You go to the
enjoying
Test cricket at Adelaide Oval and enjoy...
It's nothing to do with the cricket.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's
So
about
is the
the
races.
event.
You go to the races.
That's what we were talking about yesterday.
So they could do anything. They could do a squash
Just put
tournament.
music and booze with every sport.
Yeah. Works.
Hmm.
It sort of works. But it has to be sort of a spectator sport where it's not so... I feel like footy's a little bit too involved. You know, you sort of...
Well,
I don't-
they have got a bit
Anyway,
of music
I'll
and a
be
bit of
interested to
booze.
see what they announce and which sports. But I'll go back to what I said at the start. This is from someone that knows. Like, there's an insider that's told us this. So I think it's happening.
With tennis, golf is you've got a golf course which has just got fairways everywhere. You got 8 holes, so you can do whatever infrastructure you want. With tennis, if you think where all the major tennis tournaments are, They've got a centre court, and then there's all different ones. So it's a different setup. You might have to go to where you've got 24 grass courts or something like that.
Melbourne Park.
A bunch of courts in one place.
Bunch of courts to do something different potentially.
Yeah.
Memorial Drive, it would work.
Yeah.
Out the back. And every decent joint's got that, haven't they?
Yeah. Yep.
And you just set up sort of tents and stuff around it so people can move
But
through.
you can't walk through courts the way they're set up like a golf course, can you?
Oh, at the ends of them you can.
Not much though.
No, not as big.
Nowhere near as big.
Yeah, but look, we're guessing with tennis. It might be other sports. I'm not sure
Bocce.
which sports they are. That's right.
What is it?
Those world lawn bowls.
You've got cycling. You've got car racing. Well, let's have a think about it in the break about what sports are struggling.
Let's see what they announce.
Darts is booze and music.
Yeah, it's the
And
best.
that's huge.
Yeah.
They
Love
have
it.
massive crowds over there.
Yeah.
We need radio to booze and music.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that was
We're
the
gonna
rush hour.
live
That's the
Triple
rush
M.
hour.
We've already created that.
We've already got our own live.
Hey, just quickly, here's another little... This is what Jar said 2 days ago.
Now, my intel is
my God.
that the LIV Golf and the SA government obviously have got together, and we could hear an announcement that it'll be a 6-year agreement to keep LIV Golf here.
All right, that's what Jar's had to say a
We've
couple of
already
days ago.
got
6
two.
years.
We've
Yeah.
already got 2.
Sounds
haven't we?
ambitious, but anyway, a couple of rumours for you this morning. On the bump yesterday with Roo, and we had Rhett Biglan's fill in as well. Roo asked us to pick our best ever Showdown team because the Tigers are doing it this week.
The Tigers are doing it. If you want to get involved, it's a really tough exercise. Go to advertiser.com.au, trying to squeeze the best Port and Crows players into one side. I find that tough.
It was hard.
Really tough.
Yeah.
To get some Port players
I
in
couldn't,
there.
I was trying to squeeze John Rombotis in and Chris Nash.
Have a crack at Rombo. Hey, here's my forward line. Right, from the forward line, Robbie Gray, Tony Modra.
How's Robbie Gray playing for Port? For Adelaide?
No, it's combined.
Combined, sorry.
The best ever.
That's all right,
Yeah.
Dopey.
Didn't explain that too well.
That's all right, Dopey. Robbie Gray, Tony Modra, Eddie Betts. Oh, the turnstiles are ringing. Bloody hell. Treaders doesn't play half forward, but he's a key forward. I've got Tredre, Walker, Franco to finish out the 6. Boak, McLeod, Jarman across the middle.
Tredre on a half forward flank. You are joking.
They don't play flank stits. That's how much you know about football. They're keys. You have 3 talls and 3 smalls. Doesn't matter what 6. So Walker, Tredre and Modra are your talls.
Tredre, named on the half forward flank.
That's how it is.
4-time
He's not going to
All-Australian.
knock Tex out, is he?
582. Of course he does.
Hey, your good bloke rule comes into it.
Oh, please.
What?
You want to pick? You're
Works at
picking
the
a team.
tribunal.
You're picking your
Or
team
put
to win.
Tex at half forward then.
Thank you.
They play the same role.
Righto. All right. Anyway, if you want to hear the rest
Loz,
of Roo's team,
Hang on, hang on,
check out the bump.
Where's your
What?
bloody...
No one
No,
cares
you
about
can't just
my team.
criticise.
No, I want to hear
Where's yours?
Can we hear your back?
All right.
Back
I'll
end.
I'll give you my back 6. All right.
Okay.
We'll do that. But the rest of it, please check out the bump and you'll hear Roo's team. And it's
Search
an amazing
Rudits and
team.
Loz on the listener app.
And it is very, very hard to do. When you look at all the names that miss out, it's
Now,
incredible.
just on that, I did have 3 and 3 in the forward line there.
Of each side.
Yeah.
You did. Very fair. My back 6, Ben Hart.
Yes. That's
Nigel
yeah.
Smart.
Ooh.
Nigel Smart, full back.
Well, that was a hard one. Could have had Darryl Wakelin.
It didn't.
Yeah, but could have,
No.
obviously.
Yep.
Played in a premiership.
Nice.
Sean Burgoyne, back
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
argue with that. Where's
Half.
Wangus playing?
Nah, I've got him on the ball. He played everywhere in the end. He played forward pocket, back pocket, on the ball. All right. What? Anyway,
This
half
is
back
Dix's
line.
choice. We'll let him have it.
Michael Wilson.
Oh,
Tough.
come on.
What? You've got to have him. You've got to have some toughness. Chad Corns, All-Australian
Yeah,
centre
maybe
half-back.
that's Chad there, maybe.
And I've got Andrew McLeod on the half-back flank.
Yeah,
I
look-
thought that's where he won the Norm Smith medal. But
Oh, he played a
you
lot of
reckon
good
he
footy at
didn't, did he?
halfback. He played a lot of good footy at halfback.
Anyway, that's
Him
my
anywhere.
back 6. But as I said, more to the point, Roo's picked his team, and it's a really interesting lineup. You can check out the bump on the podcast
Yep,
and
all right, good stuff.
see how we go.
Head to the listener app and just search Roo, Ditz and Loz. The boys record that every Tuesday for some hard-hitting footy analysis. It's Roo, Ditz and Loz, Triple M.
Now, I am not proposing to be anyone who knows anything about hospitals or the health system at all, but I do remember very, very clearly when we built the RAH, Loz, And
Yeah,
I know
I
you
remember
zone out with things like this, but
No,
I
I
don't.
remember it very well.
And I remember that we were getting told that doctors were not happy. They hadn't been consulted. This is no bigger than what we've already got. Blah, 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 blah. And it's also going to be the most expensive building
On the planet.
In the world. In the world, yeah.
right? In little old Adelaide.
Yeah.
So I just, well, they must know what they're doing. They've obviously thought about this. If you're going to spend that much money, you know you're going to get it right. Anyway, we open it up and look at all the issues we're having with it at the moment. And we haven't got enough beds in South Australia for our adults. That was pre our population actually growing for the first time in 20 years, which it has been the last few years. Now we're talking about doing a women's and children's hospital, and I hope I've got this wrong, and I'm be more than happy to get it wrong. And we'll look back in. They said it's going to be open in 2030 or 2031. So what's that? 7 years away. I hope we look back, fast forward in 10 years, and we say we got it right. But they're spending $3.2 billion. That one was 2.4 when it did. So I think, if you remember.
Yep.
So
Didn't it blow out to like more than that though? Or
All I know is we spend $1 million a day.
That's an
Yeah.
interest.
Paying
Or
interest.
paying it back, or renting it, whatever we're doing. 3.2, so it's another 33% more. We are getting 56 extra beds in this
56?
hospital. So we're getting
That's
a new one. It's clean. It's got no disease or whatever you get from an old hospital.
Golden
the
Star.
staff and all that stuff. But 56. Now we've got a growing population. We look like we're going to grow more and more. We're just talking about house prices. People are coming here. How is 56 beds enough?
Well, it won't be. So by the time they build it, it'll be too small. But my question to you, and I'm not being a smart aleck, what would be enough? Do we need 200 extra? Do we need 300
I don't
extra?
know, Ditz.
No, I don't either.
56 doesn't
But it
sound
doesn't-
enough,
No,
does
it won't
it?
do it.
I don't know
won't
if
do
it's... Is that 56? I don't even know what the capacity is. Is it 1,000? Is it 500?
yeah, I don't know.
It
And
doesn't sound like a lot of extra beds.
No.
Like they're doing they just did an opening at one of the hospitals that had an extra 50 beds.
well, when you look at ramping, it doesn't take many patients to push that over into ramping. So it could be 11 or something, and then suddenly that starts happening. So maybe 56 isn't. I don't know. I actually don't know.
No, I don't know either.
And
I'm just
also-
saying it doesn't sound like it's enough.
I think we all forget like a bed. It's not just a bed from IKEA. It's like every bed has to have all of the gear that comes with the
No,
bed,
I understand
the
it's
mechanics,
expensive.
and
I understand it's expensive and all of that.
but are they? Yeah. Who are they consulting? Like, what?
Well,
like, who are the people that are?
It can't be that hard to consult the right people.
Well, we know for a fact, you said it, but with the building of the RA, they ignored the medical
Yeah.
profession.
What they,
What
all
they
it-
said on the news last night is that the people, I think, are actually happy with this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I did hear that
Yeah,
last night on
that's
the
good.
news.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not trying to pick on anyone
you're
here. I
a-
don't know
No,
anything
it's positive
about it.
that we build this. But
If you're a
build it
nurse
big
out
enough.
there,
It
or a
looks
doctor,
magnificent, and down there on where the old jail side is,
Yeah.
it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Look all around. It looks like if you're in the hospital and you want to go for a walk, it looks like a brilliant development.
Yeah.
But is it going
Is
to
it
suit what we
Is
need?
it enough? Is it enough?
Yeah.
Because we have made a mistake with this one. There's no doubt.
Surely.
Oh, it's been one of the great failures. Like, it's just a total failure. It's a beautiful looking building, but like, does it?
I'd
Yeah.
rather an ugly hospital.
Oh,
that
me too.
works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reddit's and Loz, Triple M.
New Hilux in stock with bonus $1,000 accessories at Peter Kittle Toyota.
Triple M breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
When do I get paid?
It's time for Joe's Joke. Which prosciutto kid's telling jokes today? Is it Joe, Nick, Tom, Sophie, Rosie or Rocco? Spin the prosciutto kid wheel.
Okay, good morning. Who have we got there?
Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Tommy.
Yeah, what's been happening, Tom? Now, I heard that you've played your first game of footy.
Yeah.
Who were you playing for?
Glenunga Rams.
The Rams.
Rams.
All right, who did you play against?
Glenunga Rams.
You,
you
played
played the
against
other
Glenunga,
team.
did
Okay.
you?
And how did you go?
We won.
Yeah. What? And tell me about your game. What position did you play, and did you
Yeah.
get many kicks or goals?
I just play the full.
You what?
I play the full field.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
play each.
In each zone. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
one in each
Yeah,
zone, don't
Yeah.
you? That's-
Okay.
What's
Now,
your
how did-
favourite? What's your favourite to do?
Forward.
Forward. Yeah.
How did you
yeah.
go?
Good. I only got one goal.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's all right.
That's great.
Try harder, Tom.
Oh.
And a few kicks and a few handballs.
Few
Good.
kicks and a few
Nice.
hands.
That's
Nice.
good.
What's Rocco doing at the moment? How come he's not with you?
He's at cross country.
Oh, how far does he have to run today? Is it
3 or 2 kilometres.
You joke.
Oh, wow. Was he keen to do it this morning when he woke up, or was he a bit grumpy?
He wanted to do it.
Oh, that's good. All right, tell us your gags, Tommy.
Okay. Loz and Ditch, if a child refuses a nap, are they guilty of resisting arrest?
They are, Tommy.
They are.
I guess they are. That's right.
Punishable crime.
Well done on getting that one out.
Really good.
All right, what's your next one?
What is small, yellow, black, and drops everything?
Small, yellow, black, and drops it.
No, what is it?
A fumblebee.
Bumblebee.
There you go.
Good on you, Tommy.
Good on you, Tom. Have a good day today, mate.
Yep.
Righto, we'll talk next week.
All right, mate.
See you, Tommy.
Man, a few words, Tom.
Love him.
Righto.
New Hilux in stock with bonus $1,000 accessories at Peter Kittle Toyota.
Triple M breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
When do I get paid?
It's time for Joe's Joke.
All right, let's go to the phones. We've got Henry on the line. Hello, Henry.
Hi.
How old are you?
6.
6.
And what school do you go to?
Richmond Primary School.
Richmond. Righto. So are you in what year are you in?
1.
Okay.
Is that a good school, Henry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
What do you like doing at lunchtime?
Playing soccer.
Oh, good.
Good.
Nice.
Well done.
All right, now, what's your joke for us today?
What did the toilet say to the other toilet?
I already like this joke.
I know. What did he say?
Look flushed.
I'll be laughing all day at that one, Henry.
I haven't. You look
Good
flat.
on you, Henry. We've got another Henry on the line. Hello, Henry.
Hello.
How old are you, mate?
9.
And who have you got with you?
Remy.
Hello, Remy.
Hello.
How old are you, Remy?
6.
Right.
Wow.
And what school do you two go to?
Blackfriars.
Blackfriars. That's a good
Blackfriars, yeah,
school.
good
All right. Henry, first up, what do you do at lunchtime?
Normally play handball.
Handball.
handball's fun.
And what do you do, Remy?
Play soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer.
A couple of soccer players this morning.
Yeah.
Good, that's good.
All right. What are your jokes? Who's going first?
Henry.
Righto.
Okay.
What is it?
How do you get Pikachu on a bus?
How do you get Pikachu on a bus?
How?
You Pokemon.
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
You poke him on.
Righto.
That's good one.
All right. What's yours, Remy?
How do you get tissue to dance?
How do you get tissues to dance?
How?
You put a little boogie in it.
Yeah. Put a little boogie
Good
in
on
it.
you, Remy.
That's
Well done,
right.
boys. Rue's got a couple of good prizes for you.
Yes, you've got a family pass to AFL Max. This is a great place to party, learn, train and play. It's all indoors.
Beautiful.
Book at aflmax.com.au. Hey, speaking of putting a bit of boogie in it,
Yeah.
when I was driving home from radio yesterday, pulled up at the lights, there was a person with a port power jacket on at the lights.
Here we go.
Picking their
No!
nose. This is true.
Yeah.
And then wiped it on their jacket.
Picking a winner.
I'm not joking.
On the jacket.
Joe's jokes, all thanks to Peter Kittle. New Hilux in stock with bonus $1,000 accessories.
I've told Dad. I said stop.
Don't
Not at the
do it.
lights.
Peter
Not
Kittle
at the light.
Toyota. It's Roo, Dits and Loz.
Sports Card World, the specialists in sports cards and trading card games. Sports Card World, Region Arcade, Rundle Mall.
Triple M breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz. Overnight sports.
Crows recruit Daniel Curtin will make his AFL debut in the Showdown tomorrow night at Adelaide Oval. Great moment when he rang his parents.
Hey, Mum.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you? Just thought I'd get straight to the point. Would you want to come over to Adelaide this week?
Oh my God!
Just thought I'd give you a call and let you know that I'm going to need you to come over to Adelaide this weekend because I'm debuting. Yeah.
Showdown.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Just found out then.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so proud.
Thanks, Mum.
Good moment for the young fella. He's only...
Funny story, though, Loz, isn't it?
Oh, well, that was him. They filmed that, obviously, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then I think the stepmum was just so excited that she put it on Facebook before it was officially announced.
Yeah.
And then the
media
reporters all
picked it all
found
up. It's just a classic mum move, and
brilliant.
I love it. I actually
Brilliant.
think it's almost better that way.
Yeah.
Well done.
Now, meantime, Port Adelaide skipper Connor Rosie is expected to play.
Yeah, a little bit surprising, but again, like I trust my physios and doctors, and they've told me that if you're feeling good and this is not a major injury, then we'll test you and see how you go. And I got through everything today, like I said, and yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Connor Rosie, you'll be guilty.
So wait, did he tear his hammy?
He didn't tear it. It must have had a little bit of tightness.
We're talking about a tough, resilient player, Loz. He can play through anything.
Mm.
He'll be right. Just want to go back to Daniel Curtin.
Yeah.
Because...
Wouldn't want to come back 1 week early.
Yeah, all right. He'll be right.
Oh, gee.
You don't reckon he
whiz.
knows that?
It's a long
Don't
year.
worry about it. Just worry about your
It's a
Rumour.
long
Tread
year.
carefully.
So I want to go back to your skipper, Jordan Dawson, talking about young Daniel Curtin.
I think he'll handle it really well. He's one of those guys that was kind of in the limelight for the last few years about potentially being a top, number one pick, and he was obviously top 10 pick, so he's had that extra pressure even before he's played his first game. So I feel like he's definitely built for these types of games, and I'm really excited to see what he can bring.
Yeah, good luck to him.
I don't know what
number
they're
8?
eating these days, these kids, but he's 197 centimetres and plays on a
getting bigger.
half-back flank or a wing.
He's a big,
6
strong
foot
boy.
5.5.
Yeah.
Players are big.
Everyone's still growing.
Yeah.
Our race
Now,
is still growing.
If you want to check out the team that Rue picked, this is the best ever Showdown team, combination of Crows and Port players. Check out the Bump podcast. Okay, go to Listener app and check it out. And
and yours, Dits.
Rue's put together a very, very good side. Not easy to pick when you throw all those greats up from over the years.
To be honest, we didn't even have any Rankin, Butters, Rosie in these in our teams. You know that.
Amazing.
Do you think that the rose-coloured glasses sort of...
No. That was really. It's when you pick a side, you've got to have rules about how you pick it. Like,
Right, okay.
do they have to play a certain amount of games or blah blah blah.
All right.
Because
You
if
can't
they
just be
played,
putting anyone in.
Well, you could have put Wayne Carey in there because he
Yeah.
played for the Crows, but we
True.
didn't because he didn't. I didn't put him in because he didn't play enough.
Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, moving on to the tribunal last night, the Saints rolled the dice with Jack Higgins, but this is the tackle on Alir.
Yeah.
But he still copped the 3-game ban.
Yeah, most people are saying it's too many.
All right. Hey, just on the Showdown too, McGain Real Estate have put up 2 doubles. If you want to go to the Showdown tomorrow night, 2 double passes, go to their Facebook page and register, or their Instagram page, register there and tell them who you're going to take to the footy on Thursday night, and they'll announce their winner.
What are they
winners.
looking for, do you think?
I don't know.
Something to look after someone
Yeah,
who's had
maybe.
a rough
Some
time?
special
or
story,
someone
maybe.
doing
Do
a
they
bit
want a
rough?
story, or is it just going to be a random pick?
Don't know, but check it all out. It'll explain it when you go to the McGain Facebook page, okay?
Yeah.
2 doubles. That is it for us today. Have a good Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah, Loz is coming in to say, see, she's going to finish off her mouthful of croissants. Do
got
you want to
guests-
say something to our listeners, Loz?
I just want to say goodbye, and I love you all, and thanks for tuning in, and you're the best.
Hey, big thank you
We'll catch you
to
tomorrow.
Midnight Anytime Blinds. They've just bought us breakfast and coffees.
I know,
and,
I'm eating their croissants.
John, Joe, Frank, good fellas.
Great guys.
Yeah.
Took me a while to work out where
Well,
they
it's
got the
midnight
name from.
anytime because the blinds are that good. It's that dark in your room. So
It's
if
like
you
it's
want-
midnight at
Yeah,
any time.
anytime. If you want to have a sleep.
Took me a while to work it out.
Yeah.
But I reckon that's a good name.
Anyway,
good band name,
good on
I
you,
reckon.
fellas. Thanks for that.
Catch you tomorrow.
Thanks for checking out the Rudits and Loz podcast, driven by the Ford Ranger Raptor, inspired by desert racing. Ford Ranger Raptor has been developed by the Australian design and engineering team with Ford Performance DNA for true enthusiasts.